What is up, guys? My name is Andrew and welcome back to Factorio. In this episode of Factorio, I would like to set up an iron outpost. We have one iron outpost right now, but we have a lot of zones where we can make them. So we have a 1.5 down here, which is currently feeding one of our steel areas, which we could take advantage of. We've also got a nice 2.8 down there, and if we go even farther, we got a 9.4. On the other hand, if we go, I think, over to the side, there's a 12 somewhere, I swear. Where is it? Is it over here? The 12s, yeah, the 12s. We go up and to the right. There's a nice set of 12s that we could take advantage of. But for this purpose right here, I think we want all of our trains to be going down, just so that they kind of stay out of these trains' way. It would be kind of nice just to have that sort of distinction. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take advantage of all three of these and make these all different stations. So, you know, we'll have one train go to one of them, another train go to another one, and then the last two trains would go to a different one. And that way we would have a nice set of iron for every train that wants to go. But before we do that, we need to go ahead and set up a little coal area for our poor train, which is going to run out of fuel any second now. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a classic buffer chest situation here. We're going to do a train with one of these things. Actually, we'll set it up over here. Where's our chests? There we go. And we're going to do... Oh, you know what we could do? No, we don't have it yet. I was going to say that we could just we could do requester chests. I don't think we have requester chests yet. Let's press T and see if we do. No, it's over here. Logistics system. The requester chests would allow us to tell the robots to bring like solid fuel or something like that, which would be super cool. But unfortunately, it doesn't seem like we can do that quite yet. But what we're going to do is we're just going to steal a little bit of coal here. And we'll go under this bit right there, back up and over. Finally, there we go. So anytime the train comes over here, it's going to be filled with iron. And in fact, I think I see the train coming right now. See it on the mini map. There's also there's a small train coming real fast. What the heck is this? All right, I don't really, that's kind of weird. I think we set that up and then we planned to set up more, but we just never did. That's actually kind of funny. We set up like a miniature train. I love it. All right, this train's here. We're gonna be giving it some fuel now. And there we go. How are we doing on this? Oh, you know what? Before we go ahead and do the whole iron thing, which we are going to do, I promise, I would like to connect this to our setup over here. So the way this is going to work is that we have 2 lines of steel and we have 8 steel production. So every 4 productions is going to lead into 1 line. So this is going to be leading into 1. And then this is going to be leading into 1. How are we going to do this? Let's do it. Let's just go forward 1 and then bring it over. We'll do it very simply. How about that? Like that. So those 2 will be leading into that one. We'll have another line coming over here like this, which is going to be from these 2. These 2. So you're going to go this way, and you, once you're actually made, are going to go. You're going to come from here. It's kind of a complicated setup to get 2 lines, but it'll work. Bring this one over here. Up like this and over. And finally, we're going to do this one more time. Over, over, and there we go. Now we have 1 line from 4 things. So that's how we're going to do that. And we're going to do the same thing with the other 4 so that we can get our second line, which is going to come this way. It'll come like underground like that. I don't really know how we're going to set that up. I guess we'll do something like this. And we'll have to go under that. But yeah. That's going to be our second line of steel, which once we have that set up, will end all of our steel problems forever. Aren't you happy? No more steel problems. In fact, currently, if we stop doing this right now, we probably won't have steel problems for a little bit, just because we have this thing kind of set up. We've got at least part of it set up, which is definitely good. But let's go set up an iron facility, and to do this. Part of me wants to take the tank. Well, we're gonna set up our first iron facility at kind of want to take the 1. We'll take the 2.8. How about that? We'll set up our first one at the 2.8 and call it Bravo. It'll be Iron Facility Bravo. Do I have any more trains? I'm cheating, I know, but it's okay. Choo-choo. I don't want to go backwards because we have another train on there. Oh, shoot. Ah, why did I leave that there? Okay, go forward, please. Now turn. Nope, nope. Oh my goodness. This is why you tell it to do auto. Okay, there we go. And we're going to take a right. Oh my god! Oh, Jesus, we're stuck. There you go. Carry on. Alright, maybe it wasn't a good idea to take the train. We're just gonna walk. It would have been shorter if we just walked anyway. Hey, it's a little oil field here. There's a big oil field here, actually. There's oil there, and on the mini-map, there's oil up to our top right. That's wow. Now, where we're going be dangerous. There are be enemies here. But we have a nice wall of turrets to protect us. Looks like we might have to set up another wall of turrets, but for now, we will be okay. Okay, so for this, what we're going to be aiming for is a train station about right there. And it's going to be like this. It's going to come in like about this. Let's give it more room than less. More room is always better. It's going to come in right here. And it's going to be about big enough for 1 train. Now, we could make it big enough for 2 trains at a time, but that seems like it's a bit much to ask. Maybe for that 12K one, we will do that because that's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, we have enough space here. And then this is going to kind of curve off that way and eventually go to some... Well, it might not even curve. I don't know. That's enough space anyway. Okay, we're going to be doing something like this. Well, we'll have the stack inserters going in. Stack, 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 and stack. And it's going to feed four cars instead of 3. We're going to do the same thing with our buffer chests. And we are going to do blues this way. There we go. We're going to get some power in here. So let's run down. It's like a recipe. I'm like following a recipe here that I know very well. Okay, we're also going to grab a radar just so that we don't forget it because it's something that we could easily forget. And we do want to be able to know what's going on. We'll have a long pole right here that we will eventually connect up. In fact, we can connect it right now. We'll just come right through our turrets and connect it back up to this one. Perfect. Oh, hey, Mining Productivity 8 finished. Why did Mining Productivity 8 just randomly finish? That is weird. I guess it's fine, though. What do we want to get next? We have all this stuff, right? We have purples and such. We might want to just go for Automation 3, then. Wait, do we have purples? I thought we did. We set up purples, right? Yes. We just don't have yellows, do we? Speed Module 3. Character Logistics slots. Inserter capacity. That could be good. Yeah, that's probably really good. Let's probably want to go for automation, though, to be honest. If we're going to get one, let's do automation first, and then we'll come back for the other one. Okay, this is almost set up. We've got our whole setup here. We just need to set up the mining drills. So let's do like this. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that one has a lot. Okay, that's fine. So this is 8 and 10. So let's do a couple more on this one as well. Well, if we're doing 4, hang on. Let's do a couple more for this side as well. What are the back side of this for these? So we'll do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. These ones will also feed into that. So it's going to go kind of like this. Just around the back here. And then this way. Oops. And then this is going to kind of come in this way so that those guys can grab. Is this probably the best way to do this? Maybe not. Let's think. We'll split right here and then bring it around like this. And then we'll do this. There we go. So it's got kind of like double, you know, like it doubles the ones that can be grabbed from it. Okay, because I don't want only this one to be grabbing, because that would not work very well. Right then, let's set up our next line. So that's 1 out of 4. Let's get our next few. We're probably not going to have enough of these things, but that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't think we can do a 9th there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's pretty good. That's 16. We're going to run all the way down, and we're probably going to merge up with some others from here. We'll do, yeah, we'll finish off this set of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, these ones are going to go with that. Well, actually, we're running out of space, aren't we? I think we're going to give this one its full line. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to give it a full line. We're going to split this right here to do the same thing. 1, 2, 3. We're going to go forward, down, and over. And you're going to go in like that. Okay, that's looking pretty good. We need to get this full line set up, though. Unfortunately, we don't have any more of those miners, so we're going to have to go back to base and grab some miners. Bear with me here while we go back and get some. Actually, you know what we can do? We can build train track while we're going back. That wouldn't be that bad. So can we do something like this? I want to... How do we set this up? Because this is definitely not going to go through that. I think it might go around this way. So we'll come out this way. And let's assume that we've got like a track going, yeah, like this. And yeah, that's going to be the track right there. We'll set up another train station over here for that copper, because that is a nice amount of copper right there. And let's say that this is the input. Ah, no, we went one too far. Okay, there we go. All right, so that's going that way, and then we're gonna have the same thing over here with this. So 1, 2, 3, and then we'll have 1, 2, 3. One more. There we go. I will do the same thing over here. 2 more. There. Awesome. So we now have the train kind of curving around that copper because we don't want to use that up. Or we don't want to waste that, rather. We do want to use it up. Okay, so that's what the train is going to do. And then it's probably going to continue this way, I would imagine. So that's where the train track would continue naturally. And then this is just going to be the exit in order to grab some of that copper. Or some of that iron. Once the train has the iron, it's going to come back this way. For which we're going to have to do some deconstruction of forests, which we are perfectly capable of doing. Oops. Maybe not without hurting ourselves, though. I don't really want to destroy the forest too much here, though, just because I mean, it's not that bad. There are, like, no biters around us. But at the same time, I don't want, like, biters to decide that they want to attack us because of this. Which they would. Believe me, they would certainly do that. Right. We got one more tree right here. There we go. 1, 2, 3, there. It looks like I'm not going to be able to make the connection here. One more, and there. Yeah, I don't have enough rails. Drats. All right, let's get back to base and we'll resupply, and then we'll be right back. Train lives matter. I feel like if trains were sentient human beings, their lives would matter, wouldn't they? Well, then they wouldn't be trains if they're human beings. But still. Okay, signals before we forget. So input here. Oops. You really don't want me to put that there. There we go. Let's pretend that this keeps going because it certainly will. So input there. We're going to have outputs. You're coming up this way. So output's going to be there. Another output is going to be here. Come on. Is it me or is the distance shorter than usual that I can place things? All right, inputs and outputs. Awesome. The train can now cross that one. We have one more intersection here that we need to get set up, and then we can go and finish this. Oh, it's going to be fun once we finish that. Oh, do we want you to be able to come this way? I guess you should be able to come this way. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we're going to have our outputs are going to be one right here and one right here. Then our inputs are going to be one right here and one right. I guess that's an output as well. Here and input, output's going to be here. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, there we go. We now have the signals all set up. We're going to need to add some intermittent signals, but for now it's going to be good. I want you to be able to go to... How far are you? Yeah, right about here. Okay. Is that almost set up? That's almost set up. Okay, let's finish this line, and then we'll finish one more line for the final thing. I feel like we may have put too much on this back cart since it's got this line plus an additional couple of things, whereas this one only has this many. But, you know, it'll be okay. Right. This. Woohoo! Oops. Let's put this one right here. Then we're going to continue this one right here. This might be one of the biggest lines. I don't know if it's bigger than that back one, but it's pretty big. All right, we're going to do our tactic right here with splitting these. 1, 2, 3. I don't know if this is actually going to help, but I hope it will. Because often I've had problems where the first one to receive stuff is going to be full, and then these ones aren't going to be as full because it doesn't trickle down. But hopefully this solves that problem. I certainly hope so. All right. Let's go down this line. And this might honestly be 2 lines. How much are you? You're paying 900. Okay. It'll be empty pretty soon. And then we'll get these ones as well. How we're going to power those ones, not sure. Actually, I know. Yeah, we'll power them just like this. That'll be fine. Really? Really? Okay. Go this way. How many? Okay, I think it'll be fine if we just kind of add it to the side. Since it's clearly one-sided anyways, it's got a lot more on this side than on this side. So it will be okay. And then finally, we're going to do our split once again. Except this time we might do something a little bit different. We might go like this. Don't know if that's actually going to be any different than these, but whatever. Okay, power. Let's do this. Let's do this. Really? Seriously? Oh my god, it's messing with me. We'll put one there. How about that? All right, here we go. We're just going to hold down the button so that it automatically places them where they need to be. One right here. The same thing down this line. Do the same thing down this. Oops. It's one too many. All right, there we go. Any that are out of power? Yeah, we have some that are out of power. In fact, some of these I don't know how we're going to be able to power. I mean, I have... it's going to be tough. What if I do this? If I put you there, and then have an underground here, and then an upper ground right there. Yeah, that works. Okay, awesome. So now we should have enough for a train. Yeah, it's going up pretty fast. So you can see that the middle ones here are getting way more than the outer ones. Yeah. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Good stuff. Good stuff indeed. Well, let's get a train starting to go here. This should be fine. It should work pretty well. We've got power here working. Oh, let's, you know, while we're here, and since we have roboports, let's throw 1 or 2 up over here. I'll throw 1 right here as well. Just so that we kind of continue the roboport area. And in fact, it might be a good idea to add some turrets. Though I actually do have ammo, so let's throw some turrets up. Give you guys a little bit of ammo. It's not 1. Okay. Awesome. There we go. And you know what? I'll even put a light up. That's how fancy I am over here. And I'll give you guys some of these things too. Some chests. So you guys can place things if you need to. Little robots. Little robots. Okay, there we go. We got our outpost set up. Let's head back over to our train stations and see if we can get one of our trains to start using this thing. Make sure to get our little mini train out of the way though. That thing is going to cause problems. What is up over there? Do you see that? Do you see what I see? It's a train and it's stuck. Doesn't know where to go. Why are you stuck? Oh, I know why. Because we didn't do this. Yeah, that's why. And we didn't set up stuff for the other one either. This is why you have to eventually like run through and put these things. Okay, so here we're going to have an input. We're going to have an input right here. There's only 2 inputs. Then we're going to have outputs. So output there. We're going to have an output here and an output here. There we go. Yeah, it's pretty important that you set these up. Otherwise, the trains aren't going to know where to go. So that train right there was blocked because of our mini train. It didn't know that our mini train was not didn't mean any harm. We're going to go forward and to our left here. Yeah, some of these train tracks look like they don't exist, but they actually do. That is so weird. Some weird texture glitches or something. Alright, let's stop our train, and here we are! Hurrah! Hip hip hurrah! Alright, we've got this one working. Let's assign it to our new station while we're here. So I would like you to, instead of going there, drop that one. We're going to be going to, I haven't named it, have I? We're going to be going to Mind? No, it's going to be called Iron Pick Up Bravo. Oh my god, Bravo. Call it Bracco for some reason. Okay, Iron Pick Up Bravo. We're gonna set there until inventory is full, or inactivity for 2 seconds, or time passed 30 seconds because no one's there right now, so it should go pretty fast. Okay, and let's verify that he goes there, and that should be all we need to do. From there, he'll be pretty much set up. And here he goes on his maiden voyage, his second maiden voyage of the episode, actually. He's going. Oh yeah, that's the right way. I thought he went in the out for a second. All right, let's zoom in, see how everything is going. Okay, we got. Oh yeah, that's actually going pretty fast because we got those things right there. Can we get another level of that? Let's do that while we're chilling here. Okay, that's going pretty fast. I would like for it to go a little bit faster, but I mean, I guess I can throw speed modules here. Otherwise, you know, the less trains that go here, the more fast it will be. Well, it's pretty fast. Okay, to be fair, it is pretty fast. The problem that we're having is that these currently do not have enough stuff. Yeah, it might only be able to support 1 train. I don't know. I think we need these things to go much, much faster. But anyways, that's a problem for another episode. As far as this episode is concerned, we've set up a thing. We have a train station going. Our steel problems seem to be a thing of the past, and hopefully they continue to be a thing of the past. I think next episode we're going to work on something a little bit more fun than doing just the standard maintenance work that we've been doing for the last few episodes. But anyways, if you guys liked this episode, please hit the like button, put your comments and your suggestions down below, and I'll see you guys in episode number 40 of Factorio.